Welcome back. Uh, we're going to take this thing back apart again. I found out something, and I feel kind of silly. But the MP3 player has, well, I'll probably show you easier on here. Let me get some room here. I'll post this document as well, a picture of it. There are buttons on there, and they are located here, which the way it's setting in the machine is like this. But the reason I couldn't get any audio out of the speaker, or not very loud audio, was because there's a volume control. With a long press, if you see up here number 1, long press to volume decrease. Next, long press to volume increase. I did not see that. I had used a 12 volt power supply in here. Let me get some light in there. Which is what this is and this, in order to get enough voltage for this to drive a speaker. I thought that might have been the issue. It's not. I don't need this. I can run this off of 5 volts, which is the same little module that's underneath. And I don't have to use that 3.2 ohm speaker. I can use a regular 8 ohm speaker. I could save that speaker for one of my vintage radios, which is what it come out of. So anyway, I'm going to tear this back apart and remove the 12 volt supply and the transformer and change out the speaker. And we'll put it back together and see what it sounds like. We'll be back. Okay, let's see if we got a good shot there. I think we got it. Maybe I won't stick my head in the way this time. So, I've already cut the transformer loose from the main. And rather than desolder that, I'm just going to cover this back over with some more heat shrink. And I need to get the little 12 volt supply off. There's a small screwdriver for that, because those are nylon screws. And those should come right off. And there's one. That one's barely in there. So was in there a little better than I thought. And this one. It should fall. And it did. So now we have, this is 1 unit. This is a 120 to 12 volt AC transformer, way bigger than I need. And this is this here. And this is a 12 volt power supply I built with an LM338T chip here. And this is the LED I had inside. It's 12 volt. So we can put that aside. We're not going to need it because we're going to be able to run this off of 5 volts. Let me get some heat shrink on that. My heat shrink tub is down here. And looks like a bit of black. I'm going to cover that. That's a little snug. What I have here is a tub full of bits and pieces. So that should work. Nope. A little too snug there. Alright, we're going to have to get big, ain't we? Yep, we're gonna have to get bigger. Alright. Okay, that'll work. Alright, that'll work. Just want to make sure that doesn't get shorted to anything, because that is 120 volts hot line voltage. So we want to make sure that doesn't hit anything. Alright, that covers that. And where's my little heat source? I have misplaced it. Here it is. Don't try this at home, kiddies. I have a couple of heat guns. I don't have a small one. They're actually paint strippers, but they're outside in the garage, so I don't have them in here. Alright, so now we have 120 volts coming in, switch to fuse to 5 volt module, and now I got to cut these open and solder in another couple of lines to go to this block, the audio module. So let's do that. So let's, yeah, I'm going to flip this around so you guys can see it better, what I'm doing. Alright, so I'm going to cut this open. I do need some magnification here. See if I can do this without getting in your way. See if I am. Ah, that looks like it might be okay. Alright. Stay there. The handle's trying to come off on me. If I cut with the wire, there's a good chance I won't cut it. And a little bit more. What I want to do is just open this up and get to the solder joint. Like that. Trash. Let's get the hot side. There we go. So now we need to pick a couple pieces of wire. And I just so happen to have some hookup wire. And we'll go same colors, red and black. And we need to go from here up to the top side, so that's about that long. And if I haven't mentioned it before, these are the absolute best wire strippers I have ever owned. They're Klein's. And they do an absolutely perfect job. Actually, I need a little more than that. I have used these a lot. So, alright. Stick that up the hole. And we're going to wrap that around. Actually, we're going to take some solder off of that first. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. Recock it. Okay. A little solder ball there. A little more to play with here. My hands are too fat. Oh yeah, that's better. One of these days I'll clean off this bench. Oh, I think I hit the phone there. Sorry about that. Alright, get that twisted on there good. Let's get the other one on there as well. It's got enough on it. And yeah, shouldn't need to any extra flux on those. This is some RA flux solder, so okay. And it got good and hot. Okay. All right, need more heat shrink. Even got the same color. Plenty left over on the tip there. Alright. Let's melt that. Most of this heat shrink has an adhesive inside, so when I do an end like this, I pinch it and it glues the end shut. So that's what that plier business was about. Whoop, hit the camera again, sorry. I'm gonna flip it over and move all these little screws out of the way. Alright, so this is power for the audio module. I missed the hole. That's why I cut it. Totally my fault, not the cutters. That's a little long. That's two. Don't need to be long going in this little tiny hole. Oh, and I dropped my little screwdriver over there. Oh, I'll pick it up. I know I saw it go down here. Oh, where'd you go? There you are. Alright. Output. And ground. And I can't see. Here we go. All right. Connect this. Now, we need to put back in the radio. We are done with the soldering equipment. So we'll do that. Move that. That. And all of that. I'm really going to clean off this bench, I promise. Don't need that. Alright. Let's go get the the cabinet. That looked like a piece of Bakelite. I don't know where it was from. Came off the front. Well, darn. Okay. Okay, that's where that came from. Alright. Alright. And I put that in the wrong place. Just realized. When I get forgetting in a hurry. That is the speaker output. That would not be good. DC negative. Not sure if you can see me right here, but these terminals are labeled DC, negative, positive, and this is output right channel. This thing is a dual channel, however, this is a single channel, and it only outputs on the right channel, so. But it's a mono audio, so it doesn't skip one side, so which is good. All right, green is the negative. And red is hot. So all we need now is to put the screws in the chassis in the bottom, which is that one. And where's my other one? And I lost my other one. Where is it? Again, I really need to clean this off. Alright, I know that's one of them. So I put it in here. Well, I do that. Ah, there they are. That is a different screw too. Okay. I know a lot of you have better things to do than listen to me mumble to myself, but we're gonna make this work with a minimum of parts. And yeah, there we go. There's that one. And I can't see the hole here. There we go. And I'm bumping the chassis just a little bit here, which I think is what the problem is. The chassis is bumping against the speaker. Let's see how well we lined up. Oh, not too bad. Looking at where we lined up on the hole. I have another chip there. That's not good. Alright. Need some music. Little thumb drive. Oh, actually, that's a micro SD card I put in there. Take that out. We'll put that back in because that's some music that I won't get in trouble for. So, okay, let's give this a smoke test.
The National Broadcasting Company invites you to listen to music by Glenn Miller.
And there it is. That's the volume I'm hitting in the back here. Now it does have next button here.
One Night Stand presents Shuffle Rhythm by Henry Bussey and his orchestra.
So, yeah, there it is.
From the world-famous Hollywood Palladium on Sunset Boulevard in the heart of America's film capital.
Thanks for joining me.
One Night Stand presents the Shuffle Rhythm of Henry Bussey, his trumpet and his orchestra, with lyrics by lovely Elaine Bower, Wyatt Howard, and Phil Gray. And here we go with Shuffle.